Good afternoon, class. I hope that you're doing your work. Don't forget to do all the work that you have to do. Social studies, your science projects, and then I hope that you're reading every single day and doing math every single day. You also have homework for your other teachers. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I will try and help you as best I can for those. Today, we're going to continue reading Turning Pages, My Life Story by Sonia Sotomayor. Yesterday, I summarized what we read so far, but today I'm just going to look at the pictures to try and remember what we've read so far. So, let's look at the illustrations by Aloud. Okay. Oh, that's right. Her grandma used to tell stories. That's right. She was scared of diabetes, but she was inspired by the superheroes. She used to read a lot when she would visit family. Well, her father passed away, but she would continue reading and use the stories as an escape. Oh, and this is when her mom bought her and her brother encyclopedias. Oh, that's right. She really liked Nancy Drew and solving mysteries. And this is when she moved and she painted her walls. Oh, in high school, that's right. She read Lord of the Flies. And then she was inspired in Catholic high school what she could do to help. This is when she started at Princeton University, and she found a library that was so big. And I think that's where we left off. So let's keep reading. All that reading taught me about the farthest reaches of the planet, and even about the little island closest to my heart, Puerto Rico. I read about men and women there who worked hard, but were paid very little. I read about how Puerto Rico became part of the United States. Just like in the books, my grandfather worked in a cigar factory and got sick from the dust, and my aunt spent lots of days stitching handkerchiefs. Like many of the Puerto Ricans who came to New York, Mommy had a hard life. She studied for many years to become a nurse and was able to scrimp and save so that her kids, Juan and I, would have a brighter future. Reading had long taught me about the world outside, but now I was seeing in books a reflection of the lives led by my mom, my own family. Books were mirrors of my very own universe. When I became a lawyer, I used cases in law books to convince judges that people on trial were innocent or guilty, how they had done right, and where they had gone wrong. Just as my own family story was mirrored in history books about Puerto Rico, I saw that law books reflected real-life stories of people who got into trouble but still needed to be treated fairly in court. Law books were maps to guide us to justice. Justice means treating people fairly under the law. It's also the name of what I am now, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States. So, I'm going to add that because that's her job. So her job title is Associate Justice, Supreme Court of the United States. As a justice, I study the most important words in American law, the founding document of our government, the Constitution of the United States. This is a picture of the Constitution with kids in front of it. and decide which laws I agree with. And decide which laws agree with it. Every day I borrow from the lessons of law books of the past and write decisions and opinions that will be bound into the law books of the future. Books are keys that unlock the wisdom of yesterday and open the door to tomorrow. So she's writing new books now, using all the information that she's learned from all of her experiences. She's writing new books now. Flame to electricity, magic potion, friend. Boat, snorkel, time machine, launch pad, lens, teacher, life preserver, mirror, map, key. The written word has been all these things. To me, and more for as long as I can remember. Like flagstones on a path, every book I ever read took me the next step I needed to go in school and in life, even if I didn't know exactly where that trail would lead. Piece by piece, my puzzle came together. Where will your journey lead you? In the back of the book, we have a timeline of her life. So we know that she was born June 25th, 1954. I'm going to have to add that. She took her first trip to Puerto Rico in 1960, so she was about 6 years old. And then she was diagnosed in 1961, which we learned, diagnosed with diabetes in 1961 when she was 7. Then her father died. Then she got encyclopedias. She graduated from her elementary school. Then she moved. Then she graduated from high school. She graduated from Princeton University. Then she graduated from Yale Law School. She began her work as an assistant district attorney in New York County. Then she joined the law firm of Pavia and Harcourt. And then she became United States District Court Judge for the Southern District of New York in 1992. Then she joined as a judge in the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. And then on May 26, 2009, President Barack Obama nominated her to be United States Supreme Court Associate Justice. And later that year, in August, she was finally sworn in. So timelines show us the dates that important things happened. I'm going to add when she was born to our list of information. I don't remember. I have to check. It's a good thing I know where the timeline is. June 25th, 1954. All right. So that's when she was born. We know that she was diagnosed with diabetes. She has a brother. Her father passed away, and she had her mother. We know that she went to Princeton University. I also found out by that she got her degree in law by going to Yale. And she's the Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States. She was nominated and sworn in during Obama's presidency. And I think that's what she's most known for, because she's the newest Supreme Court Justice. So I'm going to add that to her most conocido board. Más conocido por ser nominada y por ser justicia. Cuando Obama era presidente. In the back of her book, it says, "My story is a story of books. Where will your journey lead you?" So think about where your journey will lead you. We learned so much about Sonia Sotomayor, and I think now that I have all this information, I can start drafting out my different paragraphs so I can start writing my essay. Or maybe I'll write a poster, I'm not sure yet. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story. Talk to your parents and tell them what you think your life journey is going to look like. And I'll be back tomorrow to talk about how I can turn all of this into paragraphs.